Hey, let's get it. Guess what we got going on? Midlothian Panthers head to state in swimming. Going to do an awesome job. 4 regionals up. Let's go over this real quick before we introduce everybody here. John Stevenson, 100 backstroke qualified, 200 medley relay. Kalyb Holder, 200 medley relay qualified. Jake Dawson, 200 medley relay qualified. Gabe Darrett, 50 freestyle, 200 medley relay qualified. Coach, what we doing? What you feeding them? Tell us about it.
These guys just really like to win. They love to swim fast and work hard and work together. So you can't hold them down.
Well, Gabe, me and you were talking about this a little bit before. If you go into Coach Rollins' classroom, there's all these medals. Mm-hmm. Y'all are starting to get a stack of your own.
All right.
How does that feel to hear the words that you are a state qualifier?
It's pretty good, especially since last year, a lot of us would have went to state if it weren't for COVID. So to get it on my last year is nice.
What about you, Holder? What does it mean to you to be a state qualifier?
It's exciting, because it's never I've never had a title like this, for swimming before. I only went up to regionals last time. So it's exciting to have something new to do.
Awesome. Well, Coach, talk about what this means for your program. This has to be close to one of the biggest groups you're going to take to state ever. I know you've had a couple people come close to make the state, but what does it mean for the program as a whole to see this kind of success level?
Well, it's a huge deal for our program, mostly because it puts these kids in the spotlight. And, it is still, we still get questions frequently about, I didn't know Midlothian had a swim team, but these kids are doing something and representing in a big way for our district and for our school. And I feel like, with the social media pushes that the parents have been doing in the school district and MISD athletics, I feel like, and your show, you're getting our name out there, and we really appreciate that. And it's just going to help our program grow.
Well, Gabe is kind of a leader on the squad. What does it mean to you to be going to state with this group of guys?
Really nice. Last year we lost Ethan and we got Kalyb on the relay, and it's just been awesome. We've been dropping lots of time. We broke a record on both relays, I think, at regionals. So It's just been really nice swimming with them.
That's pretty awesome. Well, Holder, I want to ask you, man, when you talk about this group, what makes this group of people so special, especially on that 200 medley relay?
Well, so I wasn't in the relay last year. So this year I kind of got thrown in. So it was at first it was kind of a lot, but after the past few months, it's been really nice because they've been super nice, and it'll help. It feels like I have more teamwork with them, and I feel closer to them because of this relay, and it helps us just go faster because we're more connected.
Well, and Coach, you hear these guys talking about this. It seems like they connected pretty quick this season, which normally doesn't happen to medley relay. It takes a little bit of time to get the bonding going. But what is from your standpoint, what got them together so quick?
Well, I think it came a lot from the end of the year last year when they came in second at regionals, which would have gone to state, and they just kind of still had that drive and that motivation. And we've faced our share of struggles too. It's not been a perfect season. That I know they've put in everything they can, but at times we've had to sub in other relay members, which have really helped kind of build the younger swimmers too, and help them get a taste of what it's like to swim on a really fast relay. But yeah, it's I think just the taste of we should have gone to state last year, and hanging on to that all year has really motivated them.
Well, Coach, stick with you real quick. You started the program here. You were running both schools for a long time, and I want to let you know how much that's appreciated. I know enough people don't appreciate you for that and just getting this thing going. But for you personally, is this not a little bit of, does it not make you feel like, all your hard work, all the dedication that you've shown to these kids has paid off in a big way and is setting a benchmark for future teams to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't be prouder of both programs. Heritage still has a really strong program, and they've built up a lot of new freshmen this year with Coach Meager. And of course, our program is you know that we have a lot of people moving to this part of town too, and a lot of families move in expecting a solid swim program, and that's what we're building. In a couple of years, we'll have a nice recreation center where we can really grow and develop, and really like it, even if we never had a competition, if we're able to help spread, I guess, like awareness of swimming and the importance of teaching your kids how to swim, I've done my job. I shudder at the thought, or every time I hear about, a childhood drowning, and there's really no excuse for that. So I hope that these kids can inspire others who are learning or who are afraid of the water. And they see these kids and think, well, they're like me, and I can be like that someday. And eventually we'll grow the program to the point where we can bring on new swimmers. Right now, we don't have a whole lot of space to bring on somebody who can't actually swim. But I've seen programs who bring in kids who the coach pretty much has to jump in after them and save them on their first trial run. And if we can take somebody from that position to feeling confident and comfortable in the water, we've done our job.
There we go. Well, Gabe, I'm going to come to you real quick. What does it mean to you to be such an inspiration to people? There's people out there that are always like with wrestling, swimming and stuff like that. They're like, it's no. Okay. But how many people, and I know you won't know this number, but you're inspiring people that were afraid to come try out. You'll see this over the next couple of years. Your name will get out there. This squad's name will get out there. And you'll be inspiring dozens upon dozens of people to get out and compete in this sport. What does that mean to you personally?
It's a pretty good feeling. I've definitely had struggles with swimming myself. Like when I was a freshman, I first came on, I did terrible. But it'll be nice to be able to inspire people to go from not really knowing how to do it to being good at it. So,
Holder, how about the same? I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
How about you, Holder? What about you?
Well, like I'm trying to. Some kid in my my art class, he came up to me and he was like, "Are you Kalyb?" And I was like, "It's like yeah." And then he came up and he talked about how like he watched the regional swim, and he said that he like barely knew how to swim. I think he was like a freshman or a sophomore. And he says that like watching me swim at regionals, it was really exciting. And he thought it would be really fun to like try out next year. So I thought it was really cool that like just me swimming like made him want to like go and try out. Like, even though he doesn't know how to swim, like that'd be so scary for me. I feel like for him to do that just by watching me is so cool.
It is pretty cool. That is really cool. All right. So Gabe, other than a pool, what is something the community could do? Is it just reposting stuff? Is it wearing the swag out there? Is it just talking about it more and getting you guys front and center and the ladies as well to talk about how much positivity comes from this group?
Yeah, I guess just showing it out more on social media and stuff like that. That's how a lot of people find out about different sports. Because like Coach said, a lot of people didn't realize that we have a swim team. So, and a lot of people, use social media. So if it were out there, I think we get a lot more attention.
Hey, and Holder, I do want to bring up your sign because I thought it was great. I saw that on social media the other day. Talk about your sign you got and how that came about.
So me and John, we have a friend named Andy, and she knows our parents, and like they all grew up together. And when they went to state, they made a sign that said like it was for volleyball, and it said like state, and it said like the date and everything, and it was like one of the signs that we had. So when me and John went to state, they were like, we should make another sign, and then they made it for both of us, and then they came over to our house and they like had like a little celebration thing, and they put the sign in and they hand painted it, and it was really cool. And they took pictures, and like me and John both got them, and I thought it was really cool that like they could do it for their parents and then they could do it for us too. I just thought that was really cool.
That's cool. Well, Coach, give us a rundown over the next couple of days. I know you got a clap out tomorrow. Let's start from there.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning, clap out is at 11 a.m. at MHS, and we're partnering with the wrestling team who are also going to state this weekend. So it's a busy weekend for sports for Midlothian High School. And then we head down to Austin Friday morning, 10 a.m. is when we swim prelims, and then 9:30 a.m. is finals, and we're getting all of our kids to finals, guarantee it. And it's also going to be broadcast on the NFHS network. So those of you who can't get down to Austin, watch us on the network. It'll be an exciting meet.
Heck yeah. Well, I want to thank each one of y'all for coming on with us once again. We wish you nothing but the best. Bring me back some gold medals, that you can go up to Coach and say, I got a few to add to your room. Okay. Y'all tear it up down there. And folks, NFHS, not hard to get to. If all you football fanatics would get on there and watch a little bit of swim, because we know you're watching the Olympics whenever they come on. This is an Olympic event. Get in there, get proud, get loud, and make sure to make the clap out at 11 o'clock tomorrow. That'll be coming through the cafeteria exit, correct?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay. So you can park in the back lot and wish these kids the best of luck. Once again, guys, go tear them up, set some PRs, set some team records, and just bring it on home, okay?